Live.
What is going on, everybody? Frankie here for the Bakersfield Gentlemen with my brother Miguel at Calebra's Lounge. And it is a special day, not only because we are going to be doing 2 months worth of giveaways since last month we got caught up with PCA and didn't have a whole lot of time to do it, but we also have a very special guest for you guys today. Um, Mike, I'm gonna let you do the introductions because you were the one that got us a special guest.
That is true.
So
I did the
that was
work.
very good of you. You actually did your job for once.
I do my job all the time,
Eh,
and there's nothing that a few words that I could say could really um, describe this particular person that we're bringing on today. Although the name is in the description, I don't want to give it away, but it is there. A special guest, Ophelia Jin. Today, I've seen her work all over the Facebook groups, and I have been absolutely loving it, crushing that work. And she
like
has
McDonald's.
yes. We'll just
Awesome.
go with yes for that for now. You know what? I'm bringing the guest on now, okay? Ophelia, she's coming on because Frankie ruined my intro. Eduardo, Cam, and Timothy, how you guys doing? Please say hello to the lovely.
Yes, we're 4 minutes late. We apologize.
Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. What is it? I guess it's good evening for some of you. Good afternoon for others.
Yeah, it covers a wide range with that time change. And then we get people from like Sweden watching, and I don't even know what time it is over there. So, yeah, good luck to them.
That is true. Oh my goodness. How are you doing today though?
It's been a really busy weekend. And it's continuing to, I shouldn't say weekend, so it's Friday. See, I don't even know what day of the week it is. It's been a busy week. It's a really busy weekend at a cigar event currently. So, but when you asked me to do this, I was like, absolutely, I'll make it work. I'll step away for a little bit. I just wanted to hang out with you guys for a little bit. So very busy, but very good. Busy's good.
That's
Busy
good. That is
is
good. You know,
good.
makes the day go by faster. Makes sure there's not a whole lot of boring stuff going on.
Nope.
So, for those of us, or not those of us, but for those that are watching, who may not know who you are, can you give us a quick rundown of what it is that you do?
Sure. So I started my own business. Well, my first business I started when I was 18, which was a cleaning service. That was not for me. I'm not a cleaner. Then when I was 22, I started a company called Go Girls Entertainment. And basically it initially was to service customers who were interested in having models and dancers at events, anything from casinos to nightclubs to private events, things like that. And then about 5 or 6 years ago, I was contacted by Cigars International. They asked that I provide 50 models for their cigar fest. And that basically was my introduction into the cigar world. So about 5 or 6 years ago, I was like, sure, knew nothing about cigars whatsoever. The only thing I knew about smoking was hookah. And that's obviously bad, pretty different. So I had my first event, started smoking cigars, trying to understand the industry a little bit. And it was just by far one of the most welcoming industries I've ever been in. And it just sucked me up. And then I started getting connected with smaller boutique companies, which I continue to do. And now it's bookings of people hiring me to do cut-in lights or, guest events, things like that. Or like an event that I'm at this weekend, they'll hire me to coordinate multiple models for events, to handle the cut and light, be a little bit of eye candy, help sell raffle tickets, pour drinks,
I know.
whatever it is. If it involves a pretty girl, that's my job. So that's what I do. That's one of the things I do, I should say. I wear so many different hats on different days of the week. I'm also an aerialist, where I'm opening a pole dance studio in the next couple of weeks in my area. So I just love business, and I get a bit of a workaholic, but also doesn't really feel like work all the time when I get to drink and smoke and have a good time with my girls and people who are in the industry who have an appreciation for what we all do.
It does make it a little easier when the work that you go to does allow you to have cigars there. I'm not gonna lie, I very much appreciate that.
Yeah. Again, cigars and alcohol and food. Let's not forget food. I'm in.
Oh, my goodness. I gotta say though, a lot of the times when we go to these events, it's always so busy. I always forget to eat. And it's always great food. It always looks like something amazing's happening. And then it's the end of the event and I'm leaving or packing up and I remember, oh, I probably should have eaten some of that. It looks very good.
I don't have that problem. I'm literally the first one in line. I'm like, excuse me, ladies first. So I'm the first one in line at the buffet.
Very nice. I like that.
So for those people that are watching that may have their own shop or run their own event, what area do you usually work? I mean, where are you located? Or do you fly anywhere?
There's no place we won't go. As long as you're willing to handle the travel But in my experience, what everyone's told me, it's worth it because I'm the kind of person that I'm a bit of it's a weird combination of like a mama bear, but I'm your older sister, but I'm also your best friend. So when I arrive at an event, I've done so many events. I feel so confident. I definitely feel like I have a presence. So whatever it is that needs to be done, we orchestrate beforehand. And when I arrive, you don't have to think about anything. I just get to work and I have my girls do whatever it is that they're asked to do. We most recently had an event in Colorado. I'm in Pennsylvania. So we went all the way across the country. We were, they paid for our airfare, which was pretty affordable. We ended up staying in an Airbnb, which again was pretty affordable. And, did the event for 2 days long. It was a cannabis festival. So we were working a booth and basically helping to sell merchandise and, keep the customers informed. And, so it goes back to like, it's work, but it's fun. But we're willing to go wherever people are willing to hire us. So we go as far as we've had events in Puerto Rico already. We head to Florida quite a bit. Every once in a while, I hit Texas. So you tell me where you want me to be and I'll be there. So I love travel. I don't really have any ties that stops me from traveling, which is nice as well. So yeah.
That is fantastic.
Nice, very nice.
So as far as you still being somewhat new to cigars,
Mhm.
what have you found recently that you like to smoke? I mean, have you picked out a favorite yet? You have a couple
Yeah.
top cigars, or you still out there experimenting?
Oh, I'm always experimenting. You send me a stick, I'm trying it. I'm not really heavy on reviews. I don't do a whole lot of reviews. It's something that I will likely start leaning in. I'm as simple as either I liked it or I didn't. And I could talk a little bit about what I liked or didn't like, but like I said, I'm not heavy on writing these 3-paragraph reviews about a cigar. Mostly just probably because I don't have the time and I'm still learning the understanding. Currently, I'm smoking a Protocol. This is the Themis. This is actually my favorite one of their line. My second favorite is their cybersecurity one that they have. I had Kiki Momo. They're out of Florida. I had them send me some of their cigars, and I've not had a stick, and they sent me probably 50 cigars. I think they have a variety of maybe like 10 to 15. But so I got to have the opportunity to try it more than once. I will say I've never had a stick from them that I didn't like. Really,
I love to hear that because they are our newest sponsor for the show.
That is one of the newest.
So that
sponsors
makes
for the
us
show.
feel
really.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I swear I didn't know that.
Keith and Henry, which is our more local rep,
Yeah.
hit us up over at PCA, and just it clicked right away. It was
Yeah.
like, this is someone that we can work with. I love the energy. I love the enthusiasm. I love the work effort they're putting into it. The cigars looked great. Started
Yes.
smoking them. They smoke wonderfully.
They're affordable.
Yep.
Oh yeah, great prices.
Yeah, their pricing is amazing. Yeah. So I like pushing them, and there's a lot of sincerity behind pushing their cigars because I sincerely believe in their brand and their product. I think everything is great with them. Same with Protocol. I'm a fan of theirs as well. I definitely have favorites from them, but it's just because some of theirs are a little more harsh than what I would prefer. But I tend to smoke a lot of Connecticut's. That's just, I like the creamy, I like the, mild smokes. And it's also because when I'm at events like this, I'm smoking all day and all night long. I mean, this is my first one. And by the end of the night, which will probably be about 10 o'clock, I'll probably be through about 3 or 4 of these. So I smoke quite a bit when I'm at events.
And right now, I like Jeff's comment here. It says, "I'm on the road, but I had to pull over for this girl."
Aww.
He made the right call.
Had it been just us, he would have tuned out right away.
He
So
would've
you-
easily see that happening. No, I'm just kidding. David, Jeff, and Paul and Thomas, anyone
Peter,
that
Billy.
Billy, Brian, Steven, everybody. Sorry about that. I want to make sure we catch up with everybody. But
Yeah.
also having a very good conversation right now, so I apologize. So it's okay.
All good.
Yeah. So back to the cigars real quick. Yeah, the Themis is wonderful, and I definitely understand that feeling of. It's almost like when you're kind of drinking at a very long event, you have to very much pace yourself.
Yeah.
You can't just start doing shots or very strong beer.
Right.
You got to check out that alcohol volume, or else you're not gonna last the whole night.
Yep.
And I will say this because, like you said, you are still new to the cigar game. You're a fan of Protocol. Out here in California, it's not that readily available.
That is rough.
So as you do your travels and you check out the different humidors, this is something I always like to do: is see what they have that we don't have.
Right.
Are there that maybe not be popular out here because out here I've noticed there's not a whole lot of Perdomo smokers, but it's carried out here. But you cross the border over to Arizona, and those Perdomos are like gold. People absolutely love them.
Oh yeah.
So it's very interesting. Not only going from like city to city, but state to state, and region to region to see what's popular there. What they like and stuff that we may not have here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I try every time I travel, which again, I travel quite a bit, not only for work, but just for pleasure. I'm at the point in my life where travel is a really big part of what I like and enjoy doing. And I was in Ocean City, Maryland this past weekend, and I went to a humidor and this weekend and checked some cigars out, and ones I've never saw before or experienced. I always take pictures because I have a shit memory. So I take pictures of everything I smoke, and I keep a list on my phone, and it's literally labeled yes, maybe, no. And then I literally write down like which ones I enjoyed and which ones I did not. My tracking.
Do it. That's not a bad way to do it.
What do you call it? Just that quick little yes or no is that's smart. That's smart because then it'll bring you back. It'll bring you back.
Simple enough. Simple enough.
Mm-hmm.
It says Billy says Jen will be partying with the Wild Bill, the crazy bartender tonight and tomorrow. What?
Yes, I will. I was just at the bar with him. So Billy's on. That's amazing.
Great guy.
So tell us about the event you're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Protocol Pool Party. This is the 4th year. They brought me in, I think it was year 2. And again, every year, so I bring in a handful of girls, however many they wanna hire. We handle the bar. It's an open bar event, as well as a buffet. Live music at night. There's obviously a pool, hence why it's called a pool party. There's a hot tub here. It takes place in this gorgeous mansion. I can walk you guys around if you have time, but it's a really cool place. And we basically spend the day talking about cigars, drinking, smoking, partying a little bit. And my girls are here to keep the party going, do some cut-in lights. There's raffle tickets that they sell, and that's pretty much what our responsibilities are while we're here. But it's like 20% work and maybe 80% fun.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that is
not bad, right?
We always get an invite to go, but it's just so soon right after PCA.
I know. Everyone says that.
Do that. So
yeah,
one day we'll be able to do it.
Please do. I definitely think it'd be worth the travel for a weekend. I know it's kind of a lot to come down off of other travel, but maybe if you look at it as more of a time to unwind, because it's low stress. It's all fun, all those other events tend to be a little stressful for people who are in the cigar business.
Definitely.
That's true. That is true. I cannot wait to get there. Hopefully next year, because they switched the dates for PCA.
They did. They put it in March, so it'll give us a nice buffer between that. Yeah, absolutely.
Make it a little easier. That would be wonderful.
And
time to fix this.
Have you ever given a thought to going out to PCA, or have you been to PCA?
I've not. I've thought about it, but it's very much one of those things that if I'm going to go, I would rather I be there representing a company or a brand. I thought about going and just advertising what I do, but here's kind of the thing about that. I know that and this is just what I've heard, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But I know there's a lot of cigar models out there, and as much as I like to use my girls' looks and my own looks as part of the reason to push the company and the brand, I also have a desire to really partner with people. So it's not just about me just trying to push an image. I also want to create partnerships. So ideally what would happen is I would come with a company and represent that brand. And again, a company like Protocol or Kiki Momo, or I also work with Oasis Cigars, and they're in Maryland. So, I would like to be next to somebody who supported my mission and my business this whole time and push theirs as well. So I think when I go, I really want to go with a brand.
Okay.
Very smart. Very smart. Yeah, it is easy to get lost in that building when you have that connection to a company that you've been working with for a while. It really does. I don't want to say it makes it easier, because there's still a lot of work to be done. Don't get me wrong, still so much, but it does make it feel like you're on solid ground when you have that partnership.
Mm-hmm.
That partnership really does help out.
Yeah,
and it stands out amongst just people trying to, as you said, just the image.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than that. So I think it's a great idea.
This is such a tough industry to be into. I'm not trying to sell cigars or anything like that. I can't even imagine what a lot of you go through, because I was posting a couple days ago pictures of me smoking with some of my girls, and my post got flagged on Facebook for using the word cigar and tobacco. It was listed as tobacco product. And because I posted the word cigar, it was flagged. And I was like, how the hell are businesses supposed to survive if you can't even use the word cigar in your advertising?
Yeah. Yep. I don't even know where to begin with that. Yeah, we found out really early on. that we can't run ads. We figured, we'll try to promote the show, a couple of these, and as soon as they saw what we did, there's no ads we're allowed to run. Like,
Yep.
Anywhere across the platforms.
Can't monetize on YouTube.
Yeah, no monetizations. Facebook has allowed us at least to do the subscription. So if you guys want to sign up for that, we really do appreciate it, guys. But other than that, we are, it's difficult run. It is definitely difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So I partner with JSK as well, and I will say that he has spent a lot of time educating me about the issues that he runs into with his brand and just overall with the industry as well. So again, I'm constantly learning. I consider myself a sponge. I'm just a forever student, forever learner. So like you said, I'm really new to the business, but I'm lucky enough to have a lot of people who give me advice or give me that insight, so I'm not ignorant to all the things that everyone's experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
Smart. And Risa has got a bunch of problems that the rest of the industry don't even understand. I mean, with the CBD and THC cigars, I mean, I can only imagine the legal hoops and ridiculousness he has to jump through just for that stuff, for a really good product. I mean, I like the taste of them. I didn't really feel any difference after I smoked it, but they're great cigars.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they are.
Ugh.
He's so creative, and his resilience. I mean, I consider myself extremely resilient as well. So I think that's why we click so well. Is, like I said, I've spent so much time just learning about him and what he's dealt with in the business, and his resilience is incredible, because I think a lot of people would have just given up.
I 100% agree with that. It seems beyond daunting. Beyond it. It seems like such an uphill battle, but he's making it work, which I really appreciate. Jasmine Crawl across the board is a really great portfolio too.
Yeah.
It's not just the fact that he's hardworking, it's also an amazing product. So it's easy to get behind him. It really
and he's one of the few people that also plays paintball in the industry, which I appreciate.
He's so creative too. Like he sent me, I mean, I don't know how much of this he's released. I'm sure he has. I'm sure I'm not like that in the know. But he sent me like some of his new cigars that are going to be dropping in the next couple of weeks. And I was like, and those will be in the mail for me because I need those in my life. He's so damn creative. So a lot of good things to say about him as well.
Oh, heck yeah.
So we have a question for you here from Eduardo. He's finishing up some work. Heard that you were in Pennsylvania. Have you done or are you doing any other events in Pennsylvania?
Sorry. Thank you. Yes. So we have a residency, which means we're there every week at Cuba Libre. So we have a dancer there every Saturday night at the Cuba Libre. But not only that, Philadelphia is literally an hour and a half from me. So I would say that's probably where I started my business technically, which was quite some time ago. I'm not going to disclose my age. Yes, I am. It was 14 years ago I started my business. And I would say that that's probably the area that we tackled first. We were in Philadelphia, then we hit Atlantic City quite a bit. And then we started branching into New York, and then we hit Maryland, then Delaware. So we cover more than the tri-state area around here. But like I said, we go pretty much everywhere. I always, I tend to post where we're going to be at as well. So if you follow any of our social media, or you go to our website sometimes can be a little slow, but our social media, I have a social media manager, and every time we're at an event or we have something going on, we're posting about it. And I'm pretty good at doing it on my own personal page. So even if you follow, I'm pretty heavy on Facebook, again, showing my age. If I tell my teenagers that I'm on Facebook, they're like, "You're old." And I'm like, "Thanks." But I post every single time I'm going to be somewhere, and my girls are going to be somewhere there as well.
Excellent. That's not fair. I mean, I'm still on MySpace. I've got my Friendster going. No, I'm just kidding. I actually don't know.
I don't even know my login for MySpace.
No, that's long gone. That's lost. But honestly, though, Facebook is a great resource for cigar smokers. I know that Instagram's getting there. I'm not really big on TikTok as far as for the cigar stuff goes itself, but Facebook is where a lot of the social media happens for our demographic. You know, I'm not trying to say that we're all old or anything.
No, it's true.
It's easy to connect with each other. You have the groups, you have face chatting now, or what do you call it? Group chats within the messenger. So it's an easy platform to use. I get that, but it does show the age a little bit. I feel like I'm getting lost amongst how many different social media platforms there are. I think we're on like 7 that don't include any of the podcast sites, and there's like another 11 of those out there. Like, I'm really glad to hear that you have a social media manager, because it's insane nowadays. It's just ridiculous.
I have to. There's too much stuff going on, and I'm one of those people that I'm I'm not arrogant enough to believe that I have to do everything myself. I think in order to be successful, I need to ask for help and I need to have other people involved. Not only that, but if I'm going to eat, I want other people to eat as well. So I love being able to outsource work because if I'm like, hey, if I can get one of my girls, my social media manager is actually one of my performers as well. So I think it's really cool that I get to not only pay her to do a job that she's been doing for me for many years, but I also get to pay her to handle all our social media. But I have an assistant who handles all my costuming and cleaning of my costumes. Like I have a whole team behind me. I have a team of photographers here at this event right now. I have 3 photographers that are handling all the event photos, and then I'll have 2 tomorrow. So I have a whole army behind me, and I would be nothing without these people. They're amazing.
I love that. I love that. Good team is hard to come by. I know it's very difficult to find good help. So it's whatever. You know, he's I don't want to say anything. But Jeff asks, does Ophelia know Ophelia from Pravada Cigars?
No, although every once in a while I run into another person named Ophelia. And here's what's funny. Ophelia is actually my last name. And and Janelle is my first name spelled Ginelle. But I flipped them because Ophelia is such a unique name, but it's my last name. So I flipped it just because they're both unique names, especially the way I spell mine. But it just was catchy, and a lot of people seem to like it. So I go by any of them. But no, I mean, every blue moon I'll run into somebody's last name Ophelia, and I'll add them on Facebook just because we have the same last name. But I have not ran into her, I assume.
What do you call? Well, it will happen sooner or later. I mean, it's still a pretty tight community as far as cigars go.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I've definitely run across a lot of the same young, women and men, but I mean, it's a small community and a large community all in one. It's just like the dance world or all the other things that I do. You eventually get to know everybody at some point, or at least you know their names.
Oh, 100%. Lucky for us, though, our names are so common with Rodriguez. We just pretend, we're already family with about half the people inside PCA. So, our cousin over at GTO, Oscar, West Tampa Tobacco, Rick, and oh god, the list is
Ram.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh yeah, I don't know what happened there. I apologize. But yeah, it makes it easy sometimes when you have such a common last name. Just sneak in there. But it also helps when you have something that people will definitely. No one's gonna forget Ophelia Gin. No one's gonna forget that.
That's the goal.
I do have a question here, kind of on topic. You said you guys do cut and lights, which is fantastic. We actually, when we do events out here, they hire us to find the girls because we work with a lot of different models when we do our photography stuff.
Yeah.
Now, do you give your girls training on how to do the cut and lights? Because
absolutely,
one of my biggest pet peeves, and I don't want to mention what place this was in Vegas, but they do it for you, and they cut it, no big deal, fine. But when this girl took the lighter, I mean, she just torched the shit out of my cigar to where I wanted to cry.
Yeah.
But I will say she was super pretty, so I was okay with it.
Well, that helps. Pretty helps.
Yeah.
No, so all of my girls receive training prior to events. And then what I've learned to do is once they're trained and they've attended a couple events with me, I prefer to use them for all of my events. So I have about 50 models and dancers that work for me right now. But of those 50, there's probably about 15 that I consider to be knowledgeable enough. Even if they don't smoke themselves, they know how to cut, they know how to light. They understand even like the cleanliness of things, sanitation of things. If they're handling it in their hand and you're about to put it in your mouth, like don't try not to touch that part of the cigar, like little things like that. I try and educate them as much as possible because as much as we're hired because we're a pretty face, I also don't want us to be looked at as like, I hate to put it this way, but I'm going to put it this way, like the dumb blondes. Like, I don't want that image of like, oh, she's pretty, but she doesn't really know what she's doing. So I educate them. I send them all type of reading material prior to an event. Also, when we attend an event for a specific company, I try and get any type of readouts that the brand has. So at least they have some knowledge about each cigar. Again, they may not fully understand what they smoke like or things like that, but at least they can say, well, I know this is a mild, medium, or full body cigar. Minor details like that, but it's enough that when they're trying to sell a cigar, they at least have knowledge of what they're picking up and put it in their hand and put it into a bag.
That's really good, But sometimes what we'll do is we give them like a little flashcard, a little post-it with some notes on it.
Yep.
And instead of words, we like to use emojis. So like if it's a spicy cigar, we'll put a little pepper on it.
Yeah.
which makes it a lot easier. It's a lot smaller. You don't have to type out all these long words and stuff, which is
Exactly.
and it's funny too. I like doing it.
Yeah.
Uh, we
That
did
was
have a
good.
question up there that I think you already answered, but maybe Jeff missed it since he just joined.
Oh yeah.
It said, "So what made Jin want to smoke cigars?" I started because I'm retired and have plenty of time and wanted to try it out because he saw the Bakersfield Gentlemen and they seemed really cool. Thanks, Jeff.
He did not add that part in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could have chose to continue to do cigar events and not dabble into the world, but it was, again, I felt like I was doing a disservice to my customers who were hiring us for events if I didn't actually have a full understanding of cigars and how they smoke and different blends and things like that. So I would say business is what initially got me thrown into it. Like I said, Cigar Fest is the first company to hire me to do it. So it started as business, and then it was like, well, I'm starting to smoke more and more. Oh, okay, I see this appeal, and then it kind of took off from there. I will say that I was probably pretty ignorant at first. I was definitely one of those people who thought that cigars were smoked by old men from a pipe. And then when I got into the world, I started to realize, oh, there's actually more women than what I realized, and it's not just an age thing. And I hang out at Cigars International quite a bit because there's one literally a mile from my house. And I talk to customers there all the time, and it's literally like 18-year-olds are, well, not really 18 so much anymore now that they changed the law, but 21-year-olds are coming and smoking cigars. I have a 20-year-old son, and he now smokes cigars as well, and he's teaching his friends about it. And we had a river float the other day, and I brought a bunch of cigars with, and I'm floating down the river, and people are like, "Are you smoking a cigar?" And I'm like handing them out. I'm like, "Yeah, try it." So I've now become the person who's like trying to get other people into it as well. So
It's like such a great feeling though, because we go to this event in Texas every year, and it's a horror convention for horror films. We're both in horror films.
that'd be
And
cool.
we started out handing out cigars because people saw us smoking, like, oh, let me try one. And I mean, the past couple years we've gone, we've had over 60 people trying cigars, and it's like it's not even what it's for. It's not a cigar event,
Right.
It's fantastic. Just a great feeling to see all these new people get into it and understand. They're not just big cigarettes. They're not the same thing.
No.
No.
Paul wants to know what river he's looking for his cigar to. Oh, Paul's never had a cigar before. He needs one real quick. Help him out. No, that guy knows his stuff right there. But it would also be great fun on the river. So it's a double stay or a double-edged sword right there. A lot of fun. What was I gonna say? Real quick before we continue, we are almost at the halfway through the show, and we have not gone. I apologize, guys, because we're supposed to have a weekend deal for you guys. If you use Ophelia's link, because she is helping us now with Pariah Cigars.
I'm so excited.
So I have 3 packs right here. It's not all we offer, obviously, but these are just 3 of our samplings. If you buy any 2, you go through her link, you're going to get a 3rd one free as a thank you for her, helping us out, get the word out there. And for you guys for supporting the brand as much as you have. It's unbelievable how much we've got to do in this last almost half a year that we've been pushing this.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys so much for getting us where we're at right now and where we are going to go. Some very big plans in the future, but it starts with just keep selling cigars right now and you guys enjoying them, hopefully enjoying them. I love the feedback I'm getting so far. So far it's all been positive.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to also thank our sponsors because I know we haven't gone over them yet. Artista Cigars, GTO Cigars, Family by Loyalty, Cigar Heritage Festival, and of course, as we mentioned before, Kiki Momo Cigars, one of the brand new ones out there. Keith, cannot wait to have him on the show, and everybody, all the owners back on. Yeah. And I believe Billy mentioned in the comments earlier, we got to get you, Ophelia, out to Cigar Heritage Fest in December. It's such a fun event, and they are just making it better and better every time. It was our first year trying it last year, and I know it will not be our last. It was unbelievable. Great time.
I can't wait. I really need to get to one. I'm dying to, and I just need to pull the trigger and just go for it. So, yeah.
Definitely. Definitely.
What do you call it? So, obviously, you've done a lot of events, a lot of great stuff. Which, if there's any that kind of stand out to you, like, or in the other sense of that, what events do you think stand out to the customers more than usual?
Okay. So I would say I've done so many smaller events, and then in comparison, doing Cigar Fest. Cigar Fest was so huge for people in this area, and then they took it away right before COVID when everything happened, and it kind of shut them down, and they're no longer doing it anymore. And I will say that I think people tend to miss that event the most, and it doesn't, from what I know, it doesn't seem like it's coming back to the capacity that it used to. I mean, Could you imagine 50 women? I think there was over like 40 vendors. I mean, it had everyone at this event, and it's just a shame. It was in the Poconos in Pennsylvania. Well, I think they had more than one, but the one I always attended was in the Poconos. I would say that one was just the most impactful because it was just so many people in one place, very much like the events you're talking about. So, and I think that's the one, since that's the one that introduced me to the business, that one kind of is near and dear to my heart. Protocol pool party though, again, I look forward to this every year. I know when it's going to be. I have a plan for what I'm going to do with my girls. It's very comforting, and because I've done it for the last 3 years, I know everyone here. Like there's rare that somebody's here that I don't have some type of interaction with. So this one's pretty near and dear to my heart as well. But like I said, I do a lot of smaller, sometimes I go to shops and do cut and lights. And those are important too, because I really want to support my small businesses. I know what it's like to be a small business. I know how hard it is to be successful. So I like, just small brands are just really close to me. And I like to see people be successful who really have their heart in it.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, without the brick and mortars, it's not the industry we know.
Yeah.
It will not
Yeah.
be. And I think that's how we got started, was going into them, and it's like, because we do a lot of film stuff and we wanted to add more to the portfolio, and we started talking about cigars. Like, well, let's go learn about them first, see if we can actually incorporate this. And if it wasn't for the local brick and mortars kind of leading us through it, and literally like holding our hands, baby steps all the way, introducing us to the reps, new owners, there's no way we could be doing what we're doing right now.
So kind of helping us navigate through the cigars themselves. I mean,
Yeah.
we went into the shop and picked out some cigars, and we were kind of showing, okay, well, if you like this, try this. You didn't like that, try this instead. And that's how we first got our start into the cigar world. And it was a big help having someone there to kind of guide us to, instead of just doing it blind, because that would have been a big mess.
Would have been rough. So I'm very happy for these people who, again, small businesses really do make such big differences.
They take so much pride in what they do too. And again, big events are so fun, and you're able to try a variety of cigars and meet with all type of people. But it's just like anything. It's a big event. You don't have a whole lot of time to dive in. There's nothing like going to a cigar lounge and sitting in a leather chair with a bourbon in your hand and sitting next to someone who you didn't know prior, and just spending 30 minutes talking initially about cigars, but eventually about life. One of my favorite places to go for that kind of experience in my area, again, is in Reading, PA. There's a place called Smokies. And he has this really cool little cigar lounge, 2 floors. He has TVs everywhere. So during like NFL, I'm into football. So during football games, he has the games everywhere. He created this really cool like coffee bar, and it's just so chill and so welcoming and so relaxed. And I really don't think I've ever found an environment quite as welcoming as the cigar community. And getting to those mom and pop shops, I don't know, it does it for me. And then when a new one opens up, I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to go try it. I've only ever had one lounge I went to that I was like, yeah, I wouldn't go back there. One. And I've probably been to 40 at this point. So that's a pretty damn good number.
Oh, yeah. And I like how you talk about the mom and pop places, because, we have ours that we go to when we're here in town in Bakersfield. And it seems like no matter what city we go to, we find one where the vibe is just the same. And it's just like being at home. And it's fantastic. You can get that feeling, no matter where you go. It's a cigar lounge. There's going to be all types of different people, but they're your people. And they're just so welcoming. And, from Arizona to Texas to Florida to wherever we've gone, we've found a lounge that just makes us feel like we're at home. And that's the great thing about cigars.
Yeah, the funny thing is, too, like we literally have in our home lounge, I guess, as you'd call it, our stomping ground here. There's a guy who is an ex-mayor of a city here in town, or in the area, in the county. And then we go to, was it Arizona?
I think it was Prescott.
Somewhere in there. Yeah, maybe Prescott. And a guy was literally like campaigning for mayor. Scottsdale, yeah. In the lounge. And he's like, well, I know you boys aren't from here, but I'll get you signed up to vote anyway, as long as you're voting for me. It was just the funniest thing to like almost the same like friendly attitude, same occupation, same political what do you call it, ideals, just in a whole other state. Basically just picking these guys up, these people that make it feel like home, and they're everywhere you go. It's not that they're the same people, but it's the same feel, like you were saying. wherever you go, you're gonna find those good people
Mm-hmm.
in those lounges, in those mom and pop shops.
Yep, absolutely.
And you know,
Absolutely.
Mike, we've gone past the halfway point,
We got to do some giveaways.
and we haven't
Oh,
given
shit.
anything away yet.
We've got
Give something away.
12 giveaways to do today, guys. So
Wow.
yeah, oof, I did not realize how I've been enjoying the conversation. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that we are going. I'm babbling now. I am babbling, and I apologize. I'm gonna stop doing that.
I love it. Great conversation. I like it.
What do you call? Thanks to you. This has been really great. I'm glad that you were able to hop on today. Thank you so much for taking time, because that pool party
Absolutely.
is amazing. Juan and
Absolutely.
Gang are awesome people.
Yes, they are.
So, do you want to go questions first, or what's the plan?
Yeah, I'll do some questions. I got some questions here. This is how many people we have watching right now?
We got 16 people live right now.
I think most of them are on Facebook. So
On
we'll
Facebook,
do it.
yeah.
We'll do a Facebook question first. So this question is just for those people watching on Facebook, because unfortunately for you guys on YouTube, there is like a 3-second delay, so you guys usually get screwed on the question. So we'll do 2 questions for Facebook, 2 questions for YouTube. So I hope you guys are sports fans, because the 2 questions for Facebook are sports related, and we'll go with this one first, which made me super happy. Who was the latest player that the Dodgers picked up? He's now wearing number 8. He was a Dodger formerly until I think 2015.
I'm not saying anything.
Got traded, and now he's back.
I would like to say it's Benny the Jet Rodriguez, but that's
You
from
were
the
so
Sandlot.
close,
And
so
that's
close.
not going to work. Yeah, that does not count. Let's see. Peter also says Rodriguez.
Which is not correct.
No, again, Benny the Jet Rodriguez is actually a fictional character, although he is a true Dodger in my heart.
Hall of Famer.
Yep, he wore the Pia Flyers.
Mhm.
So
Steve
Garvey. What? Jeff, get out of here! What are you doing to me? Oh my goodness.
Rosario? No, not Rosario. Does that say Rosario? No, unfortunately not. You guys can keep talking. I'll watch the comments.
You keep watching that. We'll keep going with this. I know that they just got to you and you're busy right now, but whenever you have a chance to try out the cigars, I would love to hear your opinion on them. We were talking about those Connecticut's. I think the first one I would love for you to try out then is going to be the Lucky You. Let me take it out so we can show this. It is our Connecticut. The blend itself is going to be that Connecticut wrapper over a Dominican binder with Pennsylvania Lajero, Dominican and African Cameroon fillers. The nice thing is it does come in 3 sizes. We have the 6x60 right here. We have a 6x54 and the Robusto 5x50. I believe I sent you the Toros. I'm so sorry if I got that wrong.
No, real quick, Mike.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So Brian said, "What was the question?" The question is, who is the latest Dodger? He just got traded back to the Dodgers. He wears number 8.
Good question. Good question. So I feel like besides Connecticut, so something. Do you like the more mild side, something not so harsh with that strength, or is it more of a flavor that you like versus the
flavor? It is more of a flavor, and I've just noticed that I tend to lean a little bit more mild or medium, just flavor-wise. It works for me. I've learned I do not really like the spicy, like, undertone whatsoever. It just doesn't do well. Not only that, I don't really like spicy food either. So all in all, that's just not my style. When you sent me those cigars, I actually brought 3 with me today. So I will, when I'm finished with my cigar here, which by the way they took from me because apparently I wasn't supposed to be smoking in here.
Oh no!
Somebody came over and they were like,
"Give me that."
I was like, shit. But I'll be smoking that when I get back outside. When I'm finished with my Themis, I'm going to try one of yours. So I'll send you pictures and I'll let you know what I think. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to start with. I'm going to surprise you. How about that? I'll surprise you.
I love surprises. I'm good with that.
We do have a couple of winners here, I'm going to say. Jeff put Tick H, which I understood to mean Kiki Hernandez, which is the correct answer. So Jeff, since you got it mostly right, I'm going to give you the win. But Luis, since you got it correct completely, I'm also going to give you the win. So make sure, Luis, that you message us with your address so we can give it to you. And yeah, so you guys are going to win a prize pack. You guys are not going to know which one it is. It's either going to be a prize pack from Pariah or of a sampler pack from Jeremy that he just put over here, which I'm assuming are for us to give away. Incredible. Jeremy, those ones give away.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, Luis, Jeff, we obviously have your address because you have my bag, as we all know. And Luis, make sure you give us a message with your full name and address so we can get you the other prize pack.
Yeah, congratulations, guys. Thank you for
Yay!
yeah. So, what do you want to do another question, or what's going? What do we want?
I can do another question if you want.
I think we should get the questions out because everyone has a chance to win the questions, guys. There are 3 ways for you to win without answering anything, and you don't even have to be on the show when we go live to do so. Okay. The long ash contest. All you have to do is put a picture of your, or sorry, not long. The best ash contest.
Best ash.
The coolest picture you take, put it in that post on Cigars, Whiskey, and Beautiful Women, and whoever has the coolest picture is going to win. The birthdays, hop on to the Bakersfield Gentleman page. If it's your month to have a birthday, make sure you put your name in there. You're going to get entered to the wheel and hopefully get a little extra something for your birthday. And then if you'd like to sign up for either Patreon or for the Facebook subscriber, you have another chance to win there. Again, those guys do not have to be live present
Nope.
to win. And we got some pretty cool stuff for you guys as well. So 3, technically 4 ways to win some stuff without knowing anything about baseball or any sports whatsoever, or anything. You don't have to know a single lick about information across the board. You just deserve to win because either you birthdayed or you decided to get some cool pictures out there. And I love seeing the creativity you guys have done, the different locations, the cigars, the funny ones. Across the board, it's been awesome. Really do appreciate you guys' work on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys. So another sports question. I'm sorry, this is slam leading today, guys. This is to do with the NFL. When does the NFL start this year? And it's on a Thursday, if that gives you guys any clue. So I want the month, the date.
Oh, I was gonna say it starts when the game starts, I guess. But well, I guess that doesn't
when the
count.
ref blows the whistle.
All right, I guess I'm wrong. All right. So, Ophelia, do you have a team that you follow for any of this stuff? What's your teams?
Die hard all day since age 8, Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds!
Oh, nice.
Yep, yeah. I have been watching. I was 8 years old. It was the Super Bowl, or no, it wasn't Super. It was one of the finals, and my mom was watching a football game, and I remember her just being excited. I'm watching, and she was like, "Which team do you want to win?" And I was like, "I don't know, the Birds. They look cool," and I picked them and stuck with them ever since.
You have a winner already.
Oh my gosh, that was fast one. Who won?
Eduardo, September 7th.
September 7th. Let me get his right there. Eduardo, excellent work, sir. What do you call? And he is also an Eagles fan too. So
yes, go Birds!
There, cannot go wrong with that.
Love that.
Didn't they win recently?
Well, we didn't win last year. I'll tell you that.
Not last year, yeah, no, unfortunately.
The Eagles beat the Patriots the last time they were in the Super Bowl, but only through cheating.
No. Hey, watch your mouth.
We all know the Patriots are by far the most dominant team at that time.
Oh,
you know,
not according to that scoreboard.
Tom Brady felt bad for the Eagles.
Oh, is that what happened?
Allowed them the victory.
Huh. Interesting.
Did he feel bad for that crypto guy who stole like $500 million from him too?
That's like a chop in the bucket for that guy. He didn't give a shit.
Whatever. Anyway, yes, that was a great game though. They did amazing. That was a great Super Bowl to watch. I was trying to remember the year that I cannot remember off the top of my head. I think it was like 2019, 2020, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So well, yeah,
it was 2019 because it was prior to COVID blowing up.
That's right. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay. I was like, I may not remember all the dates, but I know when it's a good game, so that's all I care about.
I'll never forget that game. That game was pretty much life-changing for me. I've been waiting my whole life, my whole adult life, and I guess childhood life too. Waiting my whole life for that game. I was at a casino, and I was with a die-hard New England Patriots fan, and it was glorious. Glorious. He was depressed. I don't know if you heard that. I apologize.
Oh no! Do they need you out there?
They yelled, "Your boobs are glorious."
Oh, okay. Well, not wrong. So that's fine. Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, it was great, and I'll never forget that day.
Nice. That's awesome. Okay. So we've got, oh my gosh, I think 10 more things to go through. As far as okay, so I guess I can get a wheel going if you want. What are you thinking?
You want to do it? Or you want to get the question out of the way?
Oh, do the question. Sorry.
Okay,
Please
so
continue.
these questions are for you guys over on YouTube. So if you guys want a second and cheat and switch out Facebook, get over to YouTube, go ahead.
Do it now.
But the first question, and it should be kind of easy because we already mentioned the answer earlier in the show, is name 2 of our 5 sponsors. Just 2. That's all we need.
Okay, that's simple. I mean, they're
You
literally.
can do that. You better be paying attention, people.
Yeah, that's on the. You just look at the screen and you can see.
Yeah.
Eduardo already switched over.
Eduardo, excellent work. Look at that. And then.
So again, this is just for YouTube people, since they have the slight delay. The only fair way to do it is give them their own question. So name 2 of our 5 sponsors.
Yeah, Swisher Sweet and White Claw. Yes. If I had that Swisher Sweet money, I would. I'd have a suit on right now. Okay, so don't diss on Swisher Sweet. I might not smoke their product, but it's still good. Tom, Ophelia, Gin, and Sinistro. Sinistro technically is a sponsor of the show, but
They're
in a
a
different
partner.
way. Yeah, they're
Show
a partner
partner.
basically. Yeah, that's a whole different story with James. Tom's got one of them though, right there.
Tom's got one.
Give us 2, brother.
Peter's got 1.
Peter put one in there too.
Oh, Peter's got 2. Peter's got it.
Yeah, Heritage and Artista right there. 2 of the very first sponsors to the show.
And if, I don't know if you watch the show from time to time, but it seems like every time we do a giveaway show, either Peter or his brother win. We also did a giveaway that, again, just got mailed out. Peter, I don't know. Did you send him his tracking number?
I'll make sure to get it to him,
Okay.
but it's out there.
Oh, yeah, it got mailed out yesterday. He won a very rare bottle of alcohol. It didn't seem fair to other people whenever we do a giveaway. It's foregone that the Genesis are going to somehow win something.
They live up to their hashtag. It is the winning Genesis. It is never going to go away. They're guaranteed to win something sooner or later. You can't hold them down. All right, Jeff. I can't answer on YouTube. I'm watching YouTube in the car and I can't type. I have you on Facebook on my phone. Oh, sorry, brother. Sorry. Oh no. Can Ophelia be on the show permanently? Well, that is up to her. I can't force her to be on the show. That is not how I do business. All right. There's no contracts you sign for life. Okay. That's not what was it? Old Hollywood.
Yeah.
Where they have contracts for actors and actresses where you can never get out of them. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Oh, but that leaves us with just one, right?
One question left, and this one is actually a wrestling question. So I imagine Eduardo will probably get this one really fast.
Oh, jeez.
But I need the 4 members of the Undisputed Era. This was way back NXT stuff.
I don't remember that.
Oh, that's easy. Come on now.
No, I don't remember.
Oh, man. Guys, look it up. You'll find it. I'm sure you will. But that'll give us some time to talk. I think people need some time to look that up.
True. And it also says, since you're needing more Ophelia in your life, here are where you can find her on IG and the website right there. I'm going to roll that on the bottom of the screen so it just plays. You can write that down, copy it, whatever you got to do, but go check it out, guys. I think you will be very happy to do so. So you said that next week or so, you're also starting up a store or classes, right?
So yeah, I've been a dance teacher, mostly hip hop. I started when I was 18 for mostly kids, and then at one point, shortly before 2020, I decided I really didn't want to work with kids quite anymore. I wanted to empower women and work with adults. And then COVID came around and I felt like I needed a hobby. I take a lot of time and I work a ton and I'm a bit of a workaholic in some ways. So I decided to take up a hobby of pole dancing. Never pole danced ever. And it came pretty naturally to me because of it. I think in my combination of being a dance teacher and then also, adding in an apparatus. And then from there, it kind of took off. Then I started doing lyra and I started doing flying pole. I dabble in the fabrics and silks a little bit. So once again, like everything I do, when I find something I like, I turn it into a business. So I'm opening.
Have you done that thing with the giant ring where you girls dance in the ring thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember we had a model that did that. We did a photo shoot.
You did a photo shoot, some slow motion action of it. It's
incredible. That was really cool.
Yep, I do that.
That's
so
strength.
Yeah. Oh, it's so much strength. It completely changed my body for the good. I'm insanely strong now, which is something I can definitely flex on. It's like a lot of guys are struggling with something. I'm like, give me that jar of pickles. I got it.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
so yeah, I'm opening up the first pole dance studio in my county. It was projected to be open August 1st, but I had some construction delays, so it'll be open at some point in August. But you know, good things come with time. So that's what's going on with me. So on top of all the other businesses, I now decide to add in a brick and mortar
Hey, why not? Why
because
not?
I'm insane. I'm insane.
Going for it. I love that.
Tom, good job. You got the answer right, so you'll be getting a prize. And hey, brother, I understand. Facebook has a ton of people getting hacked these days, so
Yeah.
no worries. You can always catch us on YouTube. We're live on both, as
Yes.
well as Twitter. But the only down part of Twitter is you can't answer any questions on Twitter. We can't see your comments, so
Yeah.
we do apologize for those on Twitter. But YouTube and Facebook can still answer like before.
Yeah, for now we're on there. I might find a different third platform to put it on, but just for the moment, just for another way, if you guys rather catch it on there, totally free to do so. Just that little hiccup right there for right now. My goodness, though, we've got so that takes us to the questions at least. We still have the birthdays, the best Ash contest, and then the 2 wheels for the
Well, I'll
supporters.
go ahead and spoil the best Ash contest. It's Daniel.
Daniel, what?
He won June, and he was the only entrant in July.
Right. So,
So I
won
mean,
both.
it's that easy, guys. Just put a picture up. I mean, honestly, that's all it takes. You guys voted him the winner for June, and again, he was the only entrant in July. So that's I'm gonna write right now.
Daniel down for that. Yeah, excellent work. What do you call it? And absolutely yes. Paul in the comments there putting that on cigarsforwarriors.org. Over 1.5 million cigars donated. They have their first ever cigar and golf tournament coming up very soon. No, not very soon,
Not till next
but
year, April.
in April of next year. But that is their first large event that they are completely hosting. It is going to be wonderful, guys. I hope you will check that out. Always get those plugs in. I appreciate that.
Eduardo, the pre-show, unfortunately, we haven't been able to do it because our work schedule changed a bit, and so we haven't been able to get here. I mean, we get here with enough time to set up everything. So, if we can try to work it in again, we will. But we do apologize for that. 'Cause I know there were some people that were only able to watch on IG because that's the only social media they had. So I do feel bad that we didn't get to continue that, but we'll see if we can bring that back.
Well, absolutely, yeah, absolutely have got to get that going again. And then yes, of course, Richard, no forgetting cigarrights.org. Go sign up to be a member. You can get that year membership, and they give you some cool swag. So don't feel like you're missing out. Go check that out, please. I hope you will sign up and help be part of the solution to a lot of big problems happening right now. I know that a lot of the members of the BCA were in Washington, along with the PCA itself. Trying to state our case to the right people, and it's a difficult challenge, so they need our support, guys. They really do. My goodness.
Let's get some wheels going.
Ophelia, I think it's going to be a lot of us having to talk like this. I think I'm going to let you go for right now, but I would love for you to give one last plug though, to make sure they know where to find you, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me on pretty much all social media. Ophelia, OPHELIA_gin. Instagram, Facebook, the website, of course. Also on TikTok occasionally when I have time to make content. I'm not hard to find. Again, unique name makes it pretty easy.
I like it. Thank you so much for being on with us. And it looks like we're going to need to get you on again soon. I think they appreciated it.
Yeah, and it was an absolute pleasure having you on. The guys, I've loved it. So definitely have you
Anytime. Anytime you want me on, send me a message as long as I'm available. And as you see, I'll try and make myself available. So you just let me know when you want me back and I'm there.
Awesome. All right. Let's get back to the pool party.
Have fun.
All right. Take care. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. So let's get to the wheels.
All right. Let me get this up real quick. I already have one of the Patreon ones on there because it was already pre-rolled in there because it was the last one we did last time. So we have to do 2 of these anyway. Okay, it's on screen. Let me do that so you can see the names a little better. Are you guys ready? Is that everybody?
Looks like it.
All right, you ready to spin this up then?
Good.
All right, ready? And thank you guys so much for being a part of this. Again, if you'd like to join, the link is in the description. So do not forget to check that out, guys. Spinning that up. Which ones did you want to do for Patreon? Well, we're not going to do a Jeremy pack because Jeremy was the one who donated.
Yeah, we'll find something
So
special.
we'll have to find something special for Jeremy. But nonetheless, he is the winner for the first one for that. Excellent work, brother. Do you want me to switch the wheels up then?
Let's do it again.
Oh, spin it again. Okay, sorry, my bad. Let me get that back on screen then, real quick. There you go. She agreed to. Yeah, she agreed to be a permanent host forever. She's no longer allowed to quit. Spin, 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 spin. Let's see this go. Oh my goodness.
Christ.
Oh my goodness. Like a magnet. Well, prize seeking.
You know what we need to do? We
magnet.
need to do a separate wheel. Take Peter off of here and take Anthony off of the Facebook, and just do a Giannis wheel.
Because they're gonna win anyway.
Yeah, so the only one of the brothers gets to win that time.
Oh, I don't know.
Everybody else on the Facebook, everybody else on the Patreon have a chance.
I don't know. I don't know about that. We'll figure that one out as it comes. But excellent work to both of you. I will get the next wheel ready to go then. Give me 1 second, bro. You're gonna have to do some talking for me while
Yeah, no problem. Anyways, guys, like Miguel said, you guys can use Ophelia's link to get the 3 packs for the price of 2. So you buy any 2 packs, you get that extra one. That's just a nice way of welcoming her to the team, helping us out. And
the link is in the description if you guys want to check that out.
Yes, it is.
Or just message me directly. We'll take care of you either way.
So these are June birthdays.
So this is June right here. All right. Happy birthday to everybody in there. Sorry for the delay, but I hope you enjoy whoever wins. Hope you enjoy what you get. Here we go. Spin it up. Oh, we'll give the Jeremy pack to Peter then. Yeah, it's good stuff. Daniel, there we go. Makes it easier. Send him a little something. Happy birthday to Daniel.
Happy birthday, all the June birthdays, then
all
July
the June
birthdays.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and then I will. I got another second here while I readjust
the July birthdays are gonna be very interesting.
This will be a little
because there were only 2, so you have a 50% chance of winning here. Unfortunately for Philip, though, I honestly think it's more like a 4% chance.
Yeah, the percentages go way down when you see the names Anthony and Philip. So let's spin this. Good luck to both of you. See how this goes.
Reals?
What are the odds? What are the odds?
I'm actually surprised that Donna didn't win June.
They took all the luck right there. Yeah. That's what, 3?
Yep.
3 for this time. Not bad. Not bad numbers there, guys. Keep putting it up.
And we have the Facebook supporter wheels, and that'll do it.
The Facebook supporter wheels, yeah. All right, guys. Sorry for doing all this at once, by the way, but I was very much enjoying the conversation.
Such a great conversation, yeah.
So there we go. Copy that. Oh my goodness. There we go. All right, guys. Good luck. If you would like to sign up for this one, that little white and black shield now with the heart in the center of it on your far left to the comment section. If you want to hit that, $5 a month, you have a chance to win every month, guys. Spin, 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 spin. Okay, there we go. Excellent work, brother. Excellent work. 4 wins for the GNI. Okay, nice. Not bad. And then I'm going to close that, and we're going to give this one more spin. Let's see who's it going to land on. Oh, my goodness. It got really close right there. Is it going to be Aaron or Kevin? Aaron or Kevin? Aaron. Aaron, good job, brother. That is the wins for today. Excellent work. Excellent work across the board. And that takes us basically right to our hour right there, guys.
Just real quick, Peter, I have you guys at 3.
What are you missing? Which one are we missing?
I have them getting the
Was it the question though? Where you have 2 people?
Yeah. No. That was Jeff and Luis.
Oh, okay, my bad.
And then Eduardo got the other question, the YouTube question. Peter got the 2 of the 5 sponsors. Anthony got the birthday. Peter got the Patreon. So I have 3.
I'm sorry, Paul. I read that comment and I started laughing. That is not funny, but at the same time, it was pretty dang funny. I hope we didn't give anyone any palpitations or seizures of any kind. But they needed to be spun because that's the only way I know how to randomize stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would do a hat and everyone's name in there, but I think it's easier and it's a little more fun to see the wheel spin. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, yeah, that's gonna do it for today. We will be back Monday. Hopefully, everything will be good to go. Um, I think we'll run the deal for the weekend, guys. So if you hit us up, boom, any 2 packs you get one included in that. So take advantage of that ASAP, guys. All right, and we will talk to you ASAP whenever we have a chance to go live again. Hopefully on IG again too.
Yep.
Because we're definitely going to try to get that going. But that's going to do it for right now.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's been, oh my goodness. All right, get back on the road, and we will talk to you all very soon. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Have an amazing weekend. See you Monday.
See you guys.